When Lord Eddard Stark was investigating the death of Lord Jon Arryn, Eddard learned that Jon had been visiting Top Homot's smithy right before his death. With that information, Ned traveled to the smithy to ask about the purpose of the meetings, and learned that along with speaking about new armor, Lord Jon Arryn had also constantly been visiting Toppo's apprentice, Gendry. After some time, Eddard discovered that Jon Arryn had been wanting to find out who the mother of Gendry was, and had figured out that Gendry was King Robert Baratheon's bastard son. When King Robert died, Top Homot sent Gendry away to evade the coming purge that Joffrey would soon order. Gendry decided that he would join the Night's Watch and come to Yoren's camp in King's Landing, which was preparing for the journey to the Wall. There, he met Arya Stark, who at the time was disguised as a boy named Arry, and two more boys named Hotpie and Lamy Greenhands. Among other prisoner recruits, in a caged wagon sat Rorge, Biter, and Jaqen H'ghar. Yoren's party traveled north along the King's Road. During this journey, Gendry befriended Arya and the others, and things were starting off well. That is until the Gold Cloaks of King's Landing caught up to Yoren's party, hunting for the reported bastard of the dead King Robert. The pair of Gold Cloaks were met with hostility and sent back to King's Landing, empty-handed. After some more traveling, Gendry figured out that the boy Arry was actually a girl, who went on to tell him that she was Arya Stark of Winterfell, and made him swear to keep that a secret. When Yoren's party settled down in a camp for the night, the Gold Cloaks returned with a company of Lannister soldiers, led by Sir Amory Lorch. They killed Yoren and managed to capture most of his recruits, but when the Lannister soldiers confronted the group, asking who Gendry was, Arya Stark convinced them that Lamy Greenhands, who at the time was carrying Gendry's helmet, was Gendry. A Lannister man-at-arms named Polliver took Arya's sword, Needle, and used it to kill Lamy. The Lannister party that captured Yoren's men then took them north to Harrenhal, which had become a massive Lannister prisoner camp. There Gendry, Arya, and Hotpie were kept in cages, where they could see the torturer, called the Tickler, trying to get information out of the prisoners before killing them. Sir Gregor Clegane, who was running the prison camp, selected Gendry as the next to be questioned, and Polliver took him to the Tickler's seat, where the interrogation was about to begin. Just as the Tickler had started, Lord Tywin Lannister arrived at Harrenhal. He told Sir Gregor Clegane that the prisoners could be put to work instead of being killed, and Gendry was taken to the forges. After Sir Amory Lorch and the Tickler were killed in suspicious ways, Tywin blamed the Brotherhood without banners. He then took the Lannister army west to defend the Westerlands from King Robb Stark's invasion. Rorge and Biter left with his army, now being a part of it. Rather than staying behind with the mountain, Gendry escaped Harrenhal with Arya, Hotpie, and Jaqen H'ghar. After a night of traveling, Jaqen left Arya's party, and the three of them made their way into the Riverlandish woods. While traveling through the forest, Gendry, Arya, and Hotpie were captured by the Brotherhood without banners, led by Lord Beric Dondarion. Gendry started to smith for the Brotherhood, repairing armor and forging arrowheads. Gendry decided that he would join the Brotherhood. Arya did not like the idea, as she wanted Gendry to go north to Winterfell, and to live with the Stark family. However, Gendry told her that the Brotherhood was his closest thing to a family, and that he would stay. After some time, the Brotherhood captured the Hound, who had fled from the Battle of the Blackwater. Before the Brotherhood departed, Hotpie stayed behind at the inn, working as a baker. The Brotherhood traveled to a huge cave, where Gendry witnessed an epic trial by combat between Lord Beric Dondarion, who was wielding a flaming sword, and the Hound. After staying with the Brotherhood for a while, Gendry was becoming comfortable with becoming a member until Melisandre and a few of King Stannis Baratheon's knights arrived at the camp. Thoros of Myr and Melisandre exchanged words in High Valyrian, and after a bit, the Brotherhood agreed to sell Gendry to Melisandre for 2 bags of gold. Gendry was taken east to where the Riverlands border with the Narrow Sea and put on one of Stannis Baratheon's ships. They then sailed to Dragonstone, and along the way passed over the sunken ships of the Battle of the Blackwater below them, and the Red Keep of King's Landing above them. There, Melisandre told him that he was the bastard son of King Robert Baratheon, giving him a claim on the Iron Throne and confirming that he has King's blood. At Dragonstone, Gendry met Sir Davos Seaworth, who was at the time imprisoned by King Stannis. He was then taken to a chamber, where Melisandre used leeches to extract his king's blood for her blood magic ritual. The leeches were then thrown into a fire by King Stannis Baratheon, one for King Joffrey Baratheon, one for King Robb Stark, and one for King Baelin Greyjoy, who all died afterwards. After the blood magic was finished, Gendry was again moved to the cells of Dragonstone, where he spoke with Sir Davos about Flea Bottom. Sir Davos then freed Gendry and put him on a rowboat so that he could escape the island of Dragonstone. As of the end of Season 6, House Baratheon has become extinct, with Tommen dying as the last Baratheon. The Brotherhood without banners is in the Riverlands, traveling north, and the Hound with them. Melisandre has been banished from the north and is traveling south, and Arya Stark is in the Freylands. Brienne of Tarth and Podrick Payne are also traveling north, and it is more than likely that they will all meet again. Arya Stark running into the Brotherhood and the Hound running into Brienne of Tarth, and so on. As some of you may have heard by now, the actor who plays Gendry was spotted at the airport and is possibly filming scenes for Season 7. If Gendry returns to the show, he really will be the last Baratheon left, and will hopefully continue the line of House Baratheon if he survives the coming winter. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.